Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to Axe Television Network and welcome to the home of Rigtech Sonic Cycle Club, one of the most promising and I would say spectacular clubs in the cycle fraternity Trinidad and Tobago. And we are here today to talk to a couple of members of this club to find out a bit more what has made Rigtech Sonic so successful over the years. You will recall that Rigtech Sonic is a club that the Luces brothers were here. We now have other Luces siblings who are in this club. This club also is the home of Justin Phillip, Varun Mohammed and youngster Tyler Cole. They have achieved so much over the years and today they are gathered here to, to say thanks for what they have achieved. So Axe 25 seen it fit to be here today to bring to you the success of Rigtech Sonic. So we're going to take a short break and when we return, we're going to be inside the clubhouse talking to a couple of members and to find out a bit more about this successful cycle club in Trinidad and Tobago. So stay tuned, we'll be right back after the short break.
Fens, the single largest specialty retailer of residential and office furniture, consumer electronics, home appliances and household items in Trinidad and Tobago. At Fens, we offer a large selection of high-quality products, competitive pricing, honest and reliable service. For over 50 years, we have been providing the ultimate shopping experience and after-sale care. We are passionate about serving you, and we're proud of the standard of excellence upheld by our knowledgeable staff, friendly delivery teams, and dedicated customer care associates. Visit Fens first at Marabella and now open at Shukwanis, your friendly furniture, appliance, and electronic dealer since 1960.
Welcome back to the clubhouse of Rigtech Sonic, and we are here with two of the founding members of this great cycle club, and we have here Mr. Roy Daniel and Mr. Simon Spicer. Let me start with you, Roy. You look like the most senior to Simon, so I'll start with you. How long have you been associated with Rigtech Sonic Club?
I've been associated with Rigtech Sonic approximately about 15 years.
Okay. You were a cyclist with the club?
I started cycling with the late Noel Luces.
Okay.
At that time there was Saltley, Timex Saltley.
Yeah.
I think in the 60s. And from then on I graduated to Trintok Polytechnic.
Yeah.
And then back to Sonics.
Now you call a name there that is so tied in with cycling in Trinidad and Tobago, Luces. For those who might have come late and don't know much about these guys, tell us a bit about the Luces brothers.
Well, I have known Noel, the elder Luces, from 1967. In those days, cycling was the in thing. Everybody wanted to be a cyclist. Everybody wanted to be a Leslie King or Roger Gibbons. Noel was always in the limelight.
Yeah.
Always in the limelight. I think he represented Trinidad I think it's between 70, I think it's 74. I'm not too sure about this. He went to European at the Olympics. He didn't do too bad. He didn't medal, but he was okay. He was all right.
Okay. Maybe on to you, Mr. Spicer. I know the last time I spoke with you, we were talking table tennis.
Yeah.
But tell me a bit about your association with Rigtech Sonic. How long have you been here?
I started cycling with pedal boys when I used to live up in Port of Spain. Then I moved to After Dark Wheelers with Tim Lumpkin and Arima. But then living in South, when Noel decided to form Sonics, is when a group of us came together and I moved across to Sonics.
Yeah.
Right? So, but Noel, he dedicated his life to Sonics, and especially to the people in South. His whole idea was, it wasn't really to win medals at first, but it's really to get the community, families, and everybody into cycling. So it was his way of giving back to the whole community by getting the children focused on something else to reduce crime and everything else. So, and the club, we grew, started off with, they had like Godfrey Klein and a few of us who we actually started to throw events in South where we didn't even have money to give prizes. And while the race going on, we going in our pockets to make up the prizes, just to keep the children and them going.
Yeah.
And from that, a lot of the businesses within the area loved what the club was doing, and we started to get support from PL Singh, who was one of our early sponsors. And sometimes on a budget of just $2,000, we would carry the club through a year, paying entrance fees and everything. And that's it. When
you look back now, I mean, from the time you all came in, I mean, you could jump in here too, Roy. When you really look back now at the success of this club, because this club you have Fred Mirage, you have Young Bramble, Justin Phillip, and now you have a new sensation, Tyler Cole.
Yes.
Right? I mean, what has made this club, over the years so successful?
First, dedication. Those names you call they're very dedicated young people. There's also one day, Akil Campbell.
Yes, I forgot to mention
all
that.
All of those guys, they started with BMX, and that's brainchild of Noel Lucis. He dedicated his life to the youth, trying to get the youth involved in cycling. And well, from then to now, as I said, we had the Tyler Cole, the Bramble, the Campbell, even his sister Tinil Campbell. Improved a lot for the past 2 years, but she represented Trinidad along with Miss Jordan and others in the recent Pan Am Games. She did the medal, but she did very well. She did Trinidad proud. She did Rigtech Sonics proud. From then to now, there are more like young. So many. So much. I can't remember the names. But the youths in the Rigtech Sonics are brainchild of Noel Lucis. The club is going from strength to strength.
But what was his basically formula for success? He concentrated on the children, starting from the BMX stage. So even a lot of the top cyclists that you find in other clubs now, Hassie McLean, he was in Sonics. Jude Codrington, right? He was in Sonics. So even though they're riding in other clubs now and they're making the national team, they had a foundation through Noel in Sonics. And this is why even now, as the club has grown from the past to what it is now, all areas of cycling we excel in. So from the under 7 BMX, the under 11, under 13, to the juveniles, juniors, right up to the veterans, we are represented and medaling. So the club has expanded. I left the club a little while because of the table tennis, right? But when I came back in, I saw a big change in how it expanded.
But I'm sure with all the success that you have inherited thus far, I'm sure that there are little challenges that you all still face.
Yes, there are many challenges, but you see, they have a family now, like how Roger Fronten and Mr. Voisin and everybody, everybody come together as one, and that is one of the strengths of the club. You know, they're getting support in whatever way. Right?
No, I know that the viewers will be hearing a lot of noise around us. That's because we are in the clubhouse, as you call it, right? Where, from your perspective, where would you like to see Sonic reach maybe in the next 5 years, 10 years? What would you like to see or to leave behind with Tech Sonics to be known as?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Sonic have already reached. We are the largest club in the island. And so far, we have an Olympian in Philip. We have Varun Maharaj. We have future Olympians, like I said, like the Bramble, Campbell,
Tyler Poole.
Even young Gittins or Nicholas Paul, those are juvenile cyclists. Very, very promising. Next 5 or 6 years, who knows? So as I said, we have already reached. We have reached. We can only go further.
Well, the expansion we actually have our own clubhouse now, right? In Skinner Park, we have a container where we hold about 30 to 40 bikes that even we allow the community who might have children that want to ride, they don't have a bike, they could come down, talk to some of the coaches, we'll give them a bike, we give them a helmet, and show them.
Not to take home though.
No.
Okay,
Well,
right.
it's for everybody to use.
Yeah.
But then show them the proper way to cycle.
Yeah.
If they're doing it for enjoyment, no problem. But we might get a few out of that want to go further, and then we'd advise them on what equipment to get or whatever, and help them along the way.
But
We even targeted schools.
Yes, I know you had a workshop at Pleasantville School. Yeah.
And from that workshop, we got about 4 cyclists. Started with BMX, as usual, so start from the BMX.
Well, gentlemen, it was indeed a pleasure chatting
Yes.
to you all, and
Thank you.
and you all are doing a wonderful job, and it's great to see that you all have been here from the exemption, and that you all have stick with the club, and you all are great mentors to the young ones who are coming in, and I hope that when you all have passed on, the ones that you all have given the knowledge to will give back just as how you all are giving back to the cycle club.
Thank you.
Yes, but one last thing I'd like to say, thanks a lot to Rigtech right now,
Yeah.
because they have stayed with us for a long while,
Yeah.
and they're responsible a lot for the growth that we have.
Well, a sponsor will only stay with something that is good, you know,
Yes.
and something that is positive.
At Rigtech, Sonic, we are there. At the matter of fact, we are the best.
Yeah.
Blue.
Blue.
Thanks,
Yeah.
sir.
Well, there you heard it from the 2 founding members, Roy Daniel and Simon Spencer, giving us a little history about their involvement and from the time they were involved with Rigtech Sonic. We're going to take a break, and when we return, we're going to be talking to a couple more members of this club.
Fens, the single largest specialty retailer of residential and office furniture, consumer electronics, home appliances, and household items in Trinidad and Tobago. At Fens, we offer a large selection of high-quality products, competitive pricing, honest and reliable service. For over 50 years, we have been providing the ultimate shopping experience and after-sale care. We are passionate about serving you, and we're proud of the standard of excellence upheld by our knowledgeable staff, friendly delivery teams, and dedicated customer care associates. Visit Fens first at Marabella and now open at Shukwanis, your friendly furniture, appliance, and electronic dealer since 1960.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back to the Rigtech Sonic Clubhouse in Pleasantville. And we have joining us the head coach of this successful organization, Mr. Terence Chapman. Terence, it's always a pleasure chatting with you all. And again, congratulations on a well-refined job that you all have done so far for this year with the success. I see you have walked with your paper, you know, so in case I forget any of the success, you will be there to remind me what has been left out. Today really is a sort of Thanksgiving and giving, you know, thanks for the success of this successful club. Rigtech Sonic is one of the most successful clubs in Trinidad and Tobago, and we make no apology about that. because we have seen the success over the years. You have the Furun Mirage, you have Jason Phillip, you have Young Bramble, and you have the new sensation now, Tyler Cole. Let's go back a bit. How long have you been associated with the club?
Well, I have been associated with the club for over the past 2 years. After the death of Noel Lucis, just over 2 years as a matter of fact, I came on board when I was asked to come across as the head coach of the Rigtech Sonic Cycling Club.
Yeah.
And from since then, I had also assisting me Elisha Green, who has been the taskmaster in developing the youths. We have been taking young ones from the age of 5 and developing them up to the senior level and on to international level.
Yeah.
So we have quite a number of our cyclists making the national team.
Yeah.
We have Varun Mirage and Jason on the center stage in the World Cup, and Jason, of course, is the captain of the team because he has been the Olympian.
I think he
of
has
the
the
club.
most experienced.
He is the most experienced, the most exposed, most talented right now, and so everybody more or less following in his footsteps.
Yeah.
You know, and it gives us the inspiration to carry on from strength to strength. And we have also a lot of little ones coming into the club. Right now we have the biggest club in Trinidad and Tobago in terms of numbers. We have youths coming in from the age of 5, and we have developed some children program, bringing them up to high competition level, and they have been very, very successful. Only recently we had a school workshop at Pleasantville Senior Comprehensive School where we had young kids and the parents came out. And out of that workshop, it was so successful that we had a sudden influx of new young kids, new members coming into the school. So today actually is a ready letter day for us, and we want to give God thanks. Today we come out to really bless God because we know all the talent that we have come from Almighty God. And today we want to have a thanksgiving for His good works, for His mercies, for His favor upon Rigtech Sonic Club. And we do not leave out the Lord in this because we could not have done it on our own. And as a minister myself, as a minister of the gospel myself, I try to encourage everyone to seek the Lord and depend on Him for His strength, because everything we have belongs to Him, and His favor of talent He gives us. So today we come out to give them thanks.
Now I know that for a fact that you all are the largest cycle club in Trinidad and Tobago, and some of the projects that you all are implementing, I have not seen, maybe it's happening, but I have not seen the other clubs doing it as yet. For instance, the workshop where you all had that workshop to recruit more cyclists. Your club is a wide age bracket because you have a lot of youngsters. Now, do you, as the head coach, feel it's important that the rest of clubs trying to Tobago take pattern of what you all are doing if the sport is to grow and to grow rapidly, to implement like workshops and things that will bring people to the sport and make life a bit easier for the cyclists?
Of course, as a matter of fact, I believe that Rigtech Sonic should lead. We should lead by example and should follow, because what we are about is development. We want continuity, and it's not for just us or not for just San Fernando alone, but for Trinidad and Tobago as a whole. And we have over 20-something clubs all over Trinidad and Tobago. And each club should be in mind that we are developing to bring talent for Trinidad and Tobago. We want to see people red, white, and black and follow. So we set the example for other clubs to follow. And this year, with God's blessing, we have done so much to start this year. This year was a bumper year for us.
I know you have this, so you could read.
So we had a number of events and successes. We were, first of all, we went for, the year started with us with some challenges. We had two of our lead officials very ill, And we want to thank God today for their recovery. And as they recovered, we went straight into a strategic plan for success for 2015.
Yeah.
We also had some challenges with Skinner Park, the use of Skinner Park, because after Carnival and Christmas, there were a lot of, the track was not, we hadn't been able to use, so we had nowhere to train, we had nowhere to develop this sport. But we thank God that after that he has been good to us, that right after Carnival, the very first event that we had was the workshop. Well, we had the workshop at Pleasantville. We started with that, and that was a success. And right after that, we had the Lusos Brothers, our first international cycle meet that we put on over the years. And this was a 3-day event, and this event could have been comparison to the Easter Grand Prix. As a matter of fact, it has the potential to take over the interest of the Easter Grand Prix.
And that was just the first year.
That's right. Yeah. And the type of event that we put, the excited events and most Olympic development events, people were so excited about the type of events that we put on that we kind of overshadowed the Grand Prix this year. So after the Lusos Brothers, we went on to the Southern Games, and we also play a major role not only for our own promotion, but we try to assist in areas where other promoters, where they fall short, that Rigtech will come forward and assist. And we also did some assistance with the Southern Games, where we assisted when they rained out the Southern Games. We had to come on board to assist Petrotrin to change the venue from Garaka to Skinner Park.
I'm now hearing that you all played a part in that, but I have to compliment you and whoever played a part, because at that short notice to bring that off, and it was a spectacular event, and I was wondering maybe they should come off the grass track and stay at Skinner Park.
Well, that should be a lesson for Petrotrin for the future, an idea that, and we would always be ready to assist in that area.
Yeah.
And even right after the Southern Games, Southampton had their meet, and they had some challenges as well for their meet to come off. And we couldn't see that it couldn't come off, because we were thinking about the cyclists, how it would affect the cyclists themselves and getting competition. So we came on board with Southampton with the Barracuda cycling event, and we came in and assisted them to ensure that meet can come off and to be a success. So we thank God that he's not only blessing us, but he is blessing us to bless others, to assist others. We went also, even the Trinidad and Tobago Cycling Federation Grand Prix. At one time, it was doubtful whether it would have come off, because they had some challenges as well. And Rigtech and this also came on board and partnered with the Cycling Federation also, and together with other sponsors, to make sure that the Easter Cycling Grand Prix, which is the premier event for the Cycling Federation, an international event, to make sure that was a success as well. And also we were assisting in all these organizations. I want to say that praising God again today, that in every one of these events, Rigtech Sonics come out to be the most successful performing cycle club, in spite of all that we do. So we were successful in all these events that had gone by, right down to the Grand Prix. And then PCL Cycling Club also had a revenge meet right after the Grand Prix, and they also were challenged with some financial situations. And again, Rigtech come on board with PSL Cycling Club and give them assistance to ensure that was a success. And even in that capacity, we came with the top cycling club. And of course, right after that, we partnered with the Superior Regional Corporation and the Superior Chamber of Commerce, whereby we joined with the Superior Chamber to ensure that their celebration, which brought in a cycling of flavor, be a success. So we played a major role in promoting that event and making sure that Superior had a great celebration with cycling. And again, we had some of this was really focused with the youths.
Yeah.
And we saw some of the young ones performing very well. And again, we were the top cycling club with that bit as well.
Sonics really has, I mean, we are only in, I think, the 4th month in the year, and you all have achieved so much. Before I let you go, what, as the head coach, what are your plans and what's your vision for the remainder of this year leading up to the Olympics?
Well, we have a training program on. Presently, Jason Philip and Bramble, Karen Bramble, they are outside on a program, and they will be back at the end of this month for a national championship. Because these guys are looking for points leading up to the Olympic. We also have Varun Maraja, who also been campaigning outside, but he is back here with us, and he has been really showing tremendous form in all the meets, and he has been doing well. So we have them really projecting to make points for the Olympics. The junior cyclists that we have, like Tyler Cole and Nicholas Paul, the others, we are developing them also for junior and junior Pan Am. We have some we developing for senior Pan Am. So we are focusing on developing those for the future. We have in the female category, we have Tenille Bramble. She has been doing well. With Pan Am, she was just unfortunate not to get a medal, but she came very, very close, and we are very happy with her performance, and we expect great things from her. Yeah. So she too doing very well.
Well, I need to wrap up here because I know that you all have your function and your Thanksgiving service to get going. But we want to say thank you again, and we want to wish you and the entire organization all the best. And we at Acts 25 will continue to support and to highlight the good works of Rigtech Sonics.
Well, I know you're always there to support us.
Yes, we are.
We thank you for
and
that.
We all from South.
All from South, that is it. Yeah. And we bless your station, and we pray that God will continue to bless you.
Thank you very much. Well, there you heard it from the head coach of Rigtech Sonic. As we leave the clubhouse, we want to let you know that again that Acts 25 will be following Rigtech Sonic from time to time, and we'll always be highlighting this successful club on Acts 25. So as we leave you from Pleasantville, we say good night, and we see you soon.